Immerse Restaurants takes you to a roadhouse in Florida where you can eat exotic game or feed it.
I've seen some wild menus before, but none quite as literal as this.
We'll travel to a cafe in Japan where maids are the masters.
My God! I'm in love!
Then we'll head to Vancouver for culinary matchmaking.
If you can mix food with romance, why not?
There's no question, but the dating game, you got it.
And finally, we'll travel to the American Midwest with a clear alibi.
It's a bit like a maze. Every time you turn a corner, you expect to run into Dr. No. Here in Jacksonville, Florida, at Clark's Fish Camp, you're so close to the wild, you can actually taste it. Lions, tigers, bears? Oh my.
Clark's Fish Camp is a backwoods waterside restaurant where you can eat and eat with some very wild animals.
When people walk into Clark's, you get a lot of, oh my gosh, and their cameras come out. Are they real? Are they fake? And we tell them, no, they're real.
There are 400 stuffed animals in this restaurant and 1 live gator, and there it is right there.
Clark's Fish Camp started out as just a bait and tackle shop, and 36 years later, it is now a full-service restaurant that features all sorts of exotic meats.
Oh, look at this. They have a whole section on wild appetizers. Crocodile, gator, rabbit, ostrich, kangaroo, gator ribs, gator toes, snake, which you can have fried or charred.
This is actually python,
And how big would that have been?
between 8 to 10 foot.
I would be intimidated biting into that. Black and python, there you go.
Everything we serve here is farm raised.
I've seen some wild menus before, but none quite as literal as this. It's an incredibly diverse collection. You've got lions, tigers, muskox, hyenas, baboons, Florida Panthers. They're not just a hockey team, you know?
It's really ridiculous looking. There's no other restaurant like this place anywhere.
This is a Siberian tiger.
But he didn't come here straight from Siberia, did he?
No, this guy actually was born and raised in captivity at a reserve for big cats. He did die of natural causes, and the reserve sold him to a taxidermy, and that's where we got him.
The atmosphere is awesome. It is just such a cool place.
A male lion attacking a male sable, which we do have on the menu, antelope.
They've really gone all out with the taxidermied animals.
Sharp teeth.
This is the very first animal that started the whole collection.
I had a customer that gave me this little possum holding a beer can, and that sort of gave me an addiction to taxidermy.
So is he killed in the wild actually drinking that beer?
Well, that would be a good way to go, don't you think?
We got the charboiled python and deep fried python.
Well, I guess I can add this to the list of weird things that I've eaten. It definitely has a very meaty taste, very chewy.
I had the python, and it was fantastic.
Here we are, charboiled antelope.
Thank you. Looks like a piece of grilled liver, cooked beautifully rare. That has the flavor and consistency of a really, really nice ribeye steak. It's really delicious. Sorry, dude, hope you didn't hear that. So y'all looking at the vegetarian section of the menu here?
No.
What'd you order?
Kangaroo.
Catfish and the alligator.
And the Jack's prime rib.
Okay, here we are, sir, the prime rib.
Oscar, I said surprise me, but that's definitely a
Well,
surprise.
that is a good surprise.
Oscar, what kind of meat is this?
This is a beef. That's approximately 36 to 38 ounces, which is equivalent to 3 pounds. This is one of our most requested dishes.
This is perfect. It's perfectly cooked. It's so tender and juicy, and it has tremendous beef flavor.
If you look at the live alligator pond and you're not expecting it, you're kind of in for a shock.
What's her name?
Her name is Lily.
And how long is she?
She's about 5.5 feet,
And how old would she be?
about 4 years old. Watched her grow up since she was just a hatchling.
Now, does she ever, like, leap out of this little pond here?
Yeah, she can jump straight up out of the water. Bob, you want to come kiss Lily?
Yes, sure I do. How about if I just start with a little pat? How's that? Oh, nice.
Just throw it in there.
Not only do I taste like like chicken, but I am chicken. You know, there's plenty of places in Florida that you can see the gators being fed, but not too many where you can feed them yourself and then sit down at a table and eat one.
Our most popular wild meat that we serve here at Clark's Fish Camp would have to be our gator tail. Everyone loves it.
Starting with this tray, we have 3 types of gator. We
Okay.
have the gator ribs.
Oh yeah, look at that. You can actually see the rib bones there.
We got the gator toes. We can grill it, bread it, or fry it any way you want.
I can't believe that those are gator toes.
Yeah, this is like 1 knuckle.
Wow, that is really good.
How would you describe that flavor?
It's very close to pork.
What do you think they do to tenderize it?
Not even gonna ask.
Gator ribs, a plater gator ribs.
We have the deep fried gator tail. We have the gator sausage. And these are the barbecue gator toes.
It's a smorgasbord of gator meat, but I think I'll try the deep fried gator tail. It's very delicate, very fleshy, a nice rich flavor.
I had the gator tail tonight. It was good. It was hot, tender, and it tastes like chicken.
In North America, we draw some pretty arbitrary lines in the sand about what we will and won't eat. But here at Clark's, they really push the envelope, and they reward their adventurous eaters with some pretty amazing food. It's only funny until someone loses a finger. These days, restaurant service can feel a little bit impersonal. But here at Tokyo's Cos Cho Cafe, servers offer over-the-top attention. It's made to order. That's a little different. Cos Cho Cafe is what is known in Tokyo as a maid cafe.
This is a cafe tailored to the Japanese nerd who are obsessed with cartoons.
He's done a portrait of the waitress. That tells you how serious these customers are here.
I like it here because the girls are cute and we talk about our favorite cartoons.
What's with the maid outfit?
There's a lot of characters that dress as maids, and so for them, this is their fantasy world. These are the superheroes of the cartoons.
But these maids in this cafe do not deliver what you'd expect. Hang on, this is pasta with blueberry sauce? Yes. Okay. The menu here is not your standard fare. Whipped cream and fruit. I'm a little confused about this place, to be honest with you. In fact, you could say each dish is a challenge. Are you guys actually finishing this? What do you think of it? And just like in the cartoons they love, failure has consequences. Oh my God! Can't believe what I just saw.
Working here is fun. I get to interact with people who have such a variety of interests and hobbies.
This is the weirdest place I've ever been in. Having fun here? It's been a while since I've sat at a school desk. Arigato. The menu's mostly Western influenced, with a heavy emphasis on fun. I'd like to have one of these, a stack of these. I'm just gonna randomly select that. Look at this, a rice omelet. I'm getting my name in ketchup.
Have you ever been spoon-fed in a restaurant before?
You're gonna feed me? I haven't been spoon-fed since I was about 2.5.
Well, get ready to be spoon-fed again.
Delicious. What a bizarre combination. Not all food here is fit to eat. Cos Cho Cafe also features a games menu that consists of some bizarre eating contests. What's this?
Oh, this is Russian roulette takoyaki.
Popular in Japan, takoyaki is a delicious deep-fried dumpling that's typically filled with diced octopus.
One of these 4 has something disgusting within.
So you really have no idea what you're gonna get. Okay, I'm spinning and spinning, so in case the waitress knew which one was the good one, go! Oh, thank God, I got a real one. Uh-oh.
Nani aji?
Wasabi.
Oh my God, he got a mouthful of wasabi. Wow, I can't remember the last time I saw a stack of pancakes that tall. Here at the Maid Cafe, you have to pay if you want to have your photograph taken with the maid. So if I successfully finish this entire stack of pancakes in 4 minutes, then I get to have my picture for free. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, these are thick. To be honest with you, not that flavorful. I like this. Look, more customers.
Go, 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 go.
Done. 5 seconds left on the clock. I just saved myself 1,000 yen, but that's gonna cost me a week in the gym. And a big part of the fun is knowing that the odds are stacked against you. Well, it's definitely a chugging race, and she won! So what did she win? Oh! I thought that was just gonna be like a little love tap. 2、1。今日はビント。
3, 2, 1. Oh, she won, she won. せーの。3, 2, 1.
It took some time to get used to the atmosphere, but the more I came, the more friends I made.
We serve the customers, but everyone has a great time.
Well, I got to admit, this was definitely one of the most interesting cultural experiences I've had. And I'll probably come back, but when I do, there's no way I'm ordering those octopus balls or the green soda. If you're looking for love and a great meal, Vancouver's underground restaurant, no fixed address, is your kind of place.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention? We're here tonight to match you guys with great flavors, but also great people.
If you're single, a serious foodie, and want to choose your potential mate based on culinary preference, then No Fixed Address, or NFA, is the place for you.
The first course hasn't even dropped yet, and if you look at these 5 tables, look how intently they're talking to each other.
This is a new experience for me. I've never done speed dating.
I fancy both women and food.
6 courses. There are 6 girls and there are 6 guys.
Food is always a big part of my life. If you can mix it with romance, why not?
Speed dating for foodies is a cutting-edge concept where you're paired up with potential partners based entirely on your taste in food.
Food is a central subject matter to me all the time.
Food is like a really intimate thing to share with someone.
Food, habits, manners, it says a lot about the person.
The chance to meet somebody interesting that I'd like to spend time with and make out with.
There's no question, but the dating game began.
I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna fall in love. Hopefully not with the food.
Before each event, guests are emailed a menu for the evening, giving them 2 choices for each course.
Based on your responses, we've paired you up with a person who has a similar interest.
A lot of people really click together with certain courses, and it's kind of a way of breaking the ice.
Our first pairing tonight is Linda, who is paired with Greg. You guys both like bouillabaisse? Fantastic. Okay, you chose beet salad, and your name is Riel. You will be sitting down with Bob.
Just get my own chair.
I'm already a bad date.
I have no problem with that.
The first course, it's a deconstructed beet salad.
This actually looks awesome.
There's actually eating instructions for the salad. Each forkful contains each of the individual components on this plate. The tartness of the raspberries with the saltiness of the smoked salmon with the creaminess of the avocado.
The chef said it was a bit cheesy to tell us how we have to eat things. I think it was really a bit more dictatorial.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
I was immediately sticking all of one of everything on my fork. This is where the Neanderthal gets separated from the very polite woman.
It's beautiful. You have to eat one of everything with every bite.
It was a romantic combination.
I like it. It's like a little fireworks explosion.
For the gentlemen, you will be moving and the ladies will be staying put. Riel over here, you will be joined by Greg.
I grew up with very uncouth people.
An interesting shot. It's not about a pretty girl.
I think figuring out what your food preferences are is a great way to know early on if you're going to be compatible with someone.
When I'm dining with someone, it's all about the sharing, and my deal breaker is if they'll share a dish with me or not.
Yeah, I once dated a girl that couldn't cook. Deal breaker.
It's definitely a big draw for me because I love food, and so it's good to be able to find other people that are really adventurous.
And would that be a deal breaker for you if someone was unwilling to share their food?
Absolutely.
What happens when you're out with someone and they eat like a pig? Is that a turnoff?
Oh, no, not at all. No?
Once there was a guy, and he slurped his noodles at dinner. It was like, when is this dinner gonna be over?
So we're doing quite an eclectic mix on the plate, from Mexican to Thai to Mediterranean flavors going on.
So we have a perfectly seared scallop here.
It's so good.
My scallop is so creamy. The the speed of the speed dating is being dictated by the kitchen, and consequently, everyone is spending more time with each other.
Jesse, you are down here with Riel. Nancy, down at the top of the room over there.
Tell me about what you do for a living.
I grew up on a farm when I was younger.
How's it going so far?
Pretty good.
Any numbers yet?
No numbers yet.
I'm just stealing his duck and not eating my scallops.
And your problem with that is?
If we're gonna date, I'm gonna be doing what she tells me anyway.
This is a rabbit butternut green curry, which a lot of people haven't had before.
I really don't eat rabbit very often, but I just wanted to meet somebody who's brave enough to eat rabbit. So how would you describe the flavor? I'm gonna guess we're thinking the same thing. Tastes like chicken. Parsnip chips on slices of lamb. I'm dying to taste this sauce. Lamb is very tender. All combined, it's a pretty perfect dish. In a typical restaurant, you see couples just like staring at their plates, you see people texting. Here, if you look at this room, each couple is just like they're focused on their conversation.
I'm having such a good time. It's been so much fun.
Well, we started with 12 charismatic strangers. We've had 6 amazing courses, and it's all ended up being one pretty amazing night. And you know what? I'm willing to guess there's a few other numbers that are gonna be exchanged before it's all over. I'm in love with this dessert. If you're a spy here in Milwaukee, this is definitely the place to eat.
The Safe House is a spy museum with food.
When you enter, there's Ms. Moneypenny,
Please stand up against that back wall.
and she will clear you before you can gain entrance into the safe house.
I'd like your arms like this, please. Kick your legs up as high and as fast as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 with the hey. Very good disguise, Agent. You are cleared.
Check this out. Ray! Ray! What are you, a Russian judge?
Right in here, Agent. My name is Agent Barbie, and I'll be taking care of you.
Agent's wings, Agent Provocateur steak sandwich, I like that. Soviet defector, what's the Soviet defector?
Those are our ribs covered in our top secret sauce.
What's in the secret sauce?
Unfortunately, I can't reveal that vital information.
Or you'd have to break my ribs.
Something like that.
Wow, it's amazing. It totally feels like a clubhouse. The walls are just chock-a-block with all sorts of memorabilia.
It's a historical adventure with a lot of unexpected twists and turns. Multiple entrances and exits, passwords, safe codes, alarms.
We spent like a whole week trying to figure out where it was because it's a hidden location.
Look at that. Actual spies standing here at the bar.
James Bond, I think he's a lot of guys' hero. He certainly was mine.
Back in 1966, he said, let's open a small place and let's call it a James Bond room. And it just grew and grew, and now it's in 3 different buildings.
And it's a bit like a maze. Every time you turn a corner, you expect to run into Dr. No. Yeah, let's see what's up here. There's some war stuff, Cold War stuff, spy stuff.
This is all set up to look as if it's from the Cold War because people love nostalgia, and secrets and nostalgia go together.
Hey, check this out. That's like a bulletproof glass. And here is where you can stick your gun through there to return fire.
If you're going to interrogate the past, this is a good place to do it.
Despite all the exciting things they do up front, they always keep somebody good in the kitchen, too.
Side salad and your pork chop special.
The food's great. The things on the menu are different.
Here we are. The Wisconsin cheese and honey.
Thank you very
Soviet
much.
defector.
And what kind of cheese is this?
It's actually an aged Munster and a smoked cheddar.
Made right here in Wisconsin?
Absolutely. How's that tasting?
That's beautiful. Lovely ribs. Tender, tangy barbecue sauce. What spy wouldn't like this?
There's at least a dozen different passageways and trapdoors.
Nice. And where does that go?
Well, this goes into another area of the safe house, which will remain classified.
It's super fun. She showed us like all of the little gags.
Basic mint.
I kind of like the fake bathroom door.
Yeah,
When you
that's
open it, it's a brick wall.
The spy jokes never end with you, do they?
Not if I can help it.
Take a look down there, if you would, please.
The one where you look into the hole and you see your butt crack.
That butt looks very familiar.
Well, let's just say that the end is near. Maybe much nearer than you expected.
Much larger than I expected, too.
If your alibi needs a little more credibility, we have our CIA phone booth. standing for a crafty, instant alibi. For example, if you wanted to let your particular person know that you were actually at a wedding, you could use the wedding march processional.
Hi, honey. I'm sorry I can't be there with you right now, but I'm getting married.
And that would definitely make it credible.
I've been to a lot of different restaurants, a lot of different places, all with their own personality and style, and this one just captures it in a totally different way.
It's a different experience every time.
You know, this place is like, it's a 360 experience. Every time you take a step, you're tripping some kind of alarm. Every time you turn a corner, you run into another piece of original memorabilia. I mean, you open a door, and you have no idea what world you're going to enter.
I love it here. It's different than any place I've ever been.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
This drink is for you to keep.
Cheers. Is it safe to get off this now?